Hello. In this video, we want to let f of x equal x squared, and then we want to find the derivative. Then we want to calculate and interpret f prime of 3. Now, when it says find the derivative, what it's asking us for is basically find an expression that we can use to determine the slope of a tangent line at any given point on the curve. That's what it really wants. Now, in that case, we want to find f prime of x. That's really what it's wanting us to find. Now, f prime of x, by the way, that's a prime, that's not an apostrophe. So, I mean, it's an apostrophe on your keyboard, but it's pronounced prime. We want to find f prime of x, but f prime of x is simply the slope at any x value. So this would be the limit as h goes to 0 of f of x plus h minus f of x, and then all over h. Now, to do this, we have to figure out what is f of x plus h. Off to the side, we're going to figure that out. F of x plus h. Well, that's just x plus h squared, because we replaced the x here with x plus h. And then square that, square each one individually. X squared is x squared, h squared is h squared. Multiply these two things together. X times h is xh, and double it means that there's a 2 in front. So plus 2xh. Good deal. So the limit is now, the limit as h approaches 0 of, and then x squared plus 2xh plus h squared. And then we're going to subtract off the entire original function of x squared. Good. Now notice that all over h is in the denominator. And also notice that the x squared here and the x squared here cancel. In other words, any terms that do not have an h in them in the numerator are gone. So this is going to give us the limit as h goes to 0 of 2x h plus h squared, then all over h. Okay, so notice now there's a common factor of at least an h. There may be more than h, it doesn't matter. H is the only thing we care about. So let's factor out the h. So it gives us the limit as h goes to 0 of h times 2x plus h, all over h. And now notice that there's an h in the numerator, h in the denominator. They cancel each other, and that's going to give us the limit as h goes to 0 of 2x plus h. Now just plug in h to be 0, and that gives us 2x. And this is, in fact, f prime of x. So f of x equals x squared, f prime of x equals 2x. Good. Now, letter B. Find and interpret f prime of 3. Well, f prime of 3 is simply going to be 2 times negative 3, which is negative 6. Now, what is a decent interpretation of this? Well, this tells me that the slope of the tangent line at x equals negative 6, x equals 3 is negative 6. That's what that's telling me. And that's all a derivative tells us. It tells us the slope of a tangent line at any point on the curve. And then if you want to find a particular point on the curve, just replace the x with whatever that x value is. And that really is it. Alrighty. Well, I think I'm going to go ahead and end it here, and I will see you in the next one. Have fun.